Well, here it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome here from qualifying for the 26th race of the Energizer NROL Cup Series season. The last chance to make the chase here at Hillside. The Hillside 445. So we started off with the race lane drivers not able to compete for a chase spot, but they will still try to make it in. Top three drivers will make it into races. Farmer Otts is the first race lane driver off by make qualifying, of course. Yeah, we get ready to qualify here at Hillside. It's gonna get interesting, but you all know how much of how much of a crap fest the last Hillside race was. But I have good news. I fiddled around with the AI, with the track I&I for a bit, and I made the AI wreck about 10 times as less. So I think, and you know, I've actually gotten the racing to be pretty decent. So I think we're gonna be able to have a good race here at Hillside. I've seen from testing, but Farmer Ott set down the first lap time here at this 1 mile short track at 20.177. Now is this quick 5-minute qualifying session. Like I said, top three make the race. But yeah, I fiddled around with the I&I, and I think we only have a decent race, but only time will tell. Like I said, this is the last chance to make it into the chase for everybody. So you decides who will be going for that championship. Alex Hamilton jumps to the top of the board right now. It is top three that make the race. It's the third time I said that now. So yeah, that's that. They go pretty fast around this track. I don't think you have to let off so much in the corners. But this qualifying going by really fast. Because these cars are going really fast, but Peter Reed here on track 45, pulling down pit road. That's Rolly Tube. Currently inside the top three right now, as those two were drafting with each other in fast lap times. Are these two caught up with each other though? That might be something. So Otts jumps back into the top three. Well, Alex Hamilton, Joey Hightower are currently on top of the board, and now Otts jumps up to second fastest. Otts looking pretty good right now. He's right on the back bumper of the 64 right there, drafting with him. Luke Bukowski, Luke Bukowski has not made the past couple races, I don't think. I think it's been 2 races since he's made a race. He's still the most consistent though, with I think he has 17 starts. He's a couple hundredths off, couple tenths off. I don't know. Getting that from Ott. Getting that from Joey Hightower. This 5-minute qualifying already come to a close here. Almost. I don't think overtime is going to be that long. Starting to notice here, the draft is actually kind of something here at this racetrack. Despite being a short track, only 1 mile long. Interesting. Well, I believe we're about to overtime. Probably only be like a minute or 30 seconds long. It's go on board with Luke Rakowski here for a lap around Hillside. Pretty sure this is the highest banked track we got on the schedule. As you really see, bottom lane is where you want to be here. So overtime is about to wrap up, and I think that top three right there, though, Alex Hamilton, Farmer Ott, and Joey Hightower, I believe those are the three that are going to make the race. That was the lap of Hillside right there. Goes by quite fast. Yeah, I think that those are the three that are going to make the race right there. Bukowski's barely going to miss it. And your three raceway drivers that will make it into full field qualifying are Alex Hamilton, former Otts, Joey Hightower, Jacob Rose, Luke Bukowski, Derek Conwell, Rise Really 2, DJ Reed, all going home. Joey Hightower, former Otts, Alex Hamilton will make the race now. Here it is. See you for full field qualifying here at Hillside. Well, here we are. Welcome to full field qualifying here for the 26th race of the season. The Hillside 445 at Hillside. A last chance to make the chase, and I think getting the pole here would be quite a help to your chase hopes, perhaps. But I mean, you never know with this track. But yeah. Here we are for 10-minute full field qualifying to see who will get the pole here at Hillside. Like I said, this race has probably been circled on a lot of people's calendars. As yeah, this is the last chance before. This is the last chance to make the chase. As Eli Bright sets on the first lap time, I'd like to talk about how the battle going on in the bubble right now, and you know, John Gilbert John Gilbert is the last person who will make it in on points. John Gilbert. I don't know if he's on. I don't think he's on track yet, but he is currently last person that would currently make it on points. And I think if he finishes decent in this race, he might get that chase spot. But right behind him is Julius Anderson, TJ Hanley, and I believe Tyler Lyman. All very close to that spot and wanting it. Julius Anderson, the pole sitter for the first race of the season, the Energizer 500. He has not had the best luck throughout the season, but he was able to keep up, at least, his team owner. He's the team owner of Anderson Racing. He's got two of his cars virtually locked into the chase right now, even though they've been winless this entire season. Johnny Gardner, Josh Sim, both are most likely going to make it on points. But Luke Rainey, he won here. He won the pole last time here at Hillside, and look at that. He's on top of the board again. Can he hold that? We're going to go back-to-back at Hillside and still looking for that 6th win this season that for Cheryl Ford. Mouse can get it dry. Yeah, that battle on the bubble. It's really heated up right now, and this is the race to decide who's going to get that last chase spot. There's always a chance we can have a first-time winner here at Hillside spoil the chase. That's exactly what John Gilbert doesn't want, but in fact, the spoiler could just be John Gilbert himself. He could grab that spot. Or someone like TJ Hanley, who I thought maybe his chase hopes would be over last race, but it doesn't look like it will be over. Considering, you know, I fixed the AI here so they won't wreck every 2 laps. So, yeah, I think we're going to actually have a race Friday. Definitely going to get interesting. Currently on the top spot right now is Jeff Toledo. Perhaps looking to be the chase spoiler. And get that pole here. He's in this line, this big drafting line. Waiting for Toledo Motorsports. Came so close. He's come close to winning about twice. Like at Ricky Raceway, he could have done it. At Kentucky, he could have done it. But he wasn't able to get it done both times. He has not had the best luck all season. He cannot make it in on points. But if he gets a win, that's automatic lock into the chase. And he sits on top looking for his first pole of the season here. Very late into the season. Setting fast behind him is Quentin Moore. He's already got a win at Zenjoltis. Junior Ramos also up there. Oh, it's a 17 down there, blowing a motor. Unlike actual NASCAR, he does not have to go to the rear of the field because of that. He gets to keep his qualifying time. In fact, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get another car out. Also good news for the 17 there, Jeremiah Kenson, who was blowing up there. He's already locked into a chase with a win at Charlotte, so he's good. Doesn't have to worry about this race too much. In fact, he could just skip this race entirely, probably, and but, yeah, Keek Scott, that is not what Keek Scott wants. He's one of the people who can make it in on points. He's currently last right now. Not looking too good for the 08. Joshua Sims also back there. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it in on points regardless. But, I'm not too 100% sure. The most points you can get in this race, I believe, is I think it's around 100 something. That's the most points you can get in this race. 140. 130, 120, around that area. I think that's the most points you can get in this race. Not too sure what the exact is. Still, Jeff Toledo jumps to the top of the board, and look who that is in 4th place. Talking about him earlier, that's John Gilbert. Like I said, he is currently the last person who would make it in on points if he can get a good run and keep that spot. He'd be the last person to be able to make the chase on points. And he's in a pretty good spot. 4th right now. 4th fastest right now. That's starting on the outside, but still. Definitely a good starting spot. That's definitely what he wants. Meanwhile, TJ Hanley, I thought his chase hopes might have been done after Michigan, but I'm not too sure about that. He's currently 18th fastest. That isn't... I wouldn't say that's too bad, but that is starting on the outside. Meanwhile, someone who's not starting on the outside, that is Nathan Stapleton. I've always talked about how I expected him to compete with, him and his team to be able to compete with the, Caleb Campbell and Powers Racing guys. But, they do have a win at M&M Super Speedway though with Matt Montoya. Matt Montoya locked into the chase because of that. Nathan Stapleton, he's actually the farthest back out of all his entire team. He was the first, Nathan Stapleton is the first person to sign up. And his racing first team to sign up. And, not too sure what happened. But, well, he's really far back in points. He needs a win. If he wants to get into that chase, this might be his last chance, as we've seen glimpses of how he can do in some races. He was front running at Michigan, not last race, but he actually was in the top 10 last race. He finished top 10. But in the first race, he was front running at Michigan before wrecking out. And perhaps he's showing that he can He's going to have a last second charge, it seems, to try to get into that chase. But he does need a win if he wants to get in. Right behind him, that's Austin Rogers, who was good to make the chase a couple races ago. But he's had a couple bad races. He currently is outside of the bubble by quite a lot. I think he can make it on points if he's really lucky, but if we think realistic here, he's gonna have to get a win if he wants to get into that chase. And Jeff Toledo, he still sits in the #1 spot with an 18.5 here at Hillside. And that's definitely going to help him out. Like I said, he's not locked into the chase. He cannot make it in points. And if Jeff Toledo can win, that'd be quite the chase spoiler, wouldn't it? That knocked John Gilbert out. John Gilbert should be good if A, good finish, and B, not first-time winner. There isn't a first-time winner here. If he's the first-time winner, if John Gilbert's the first-time winner, then he's A-okay. But John Gilbert, he's, like I said, he's looking to make that chase, trying so hard, working so hard in that 0-0. Got the pole at Dover, couldn't hang on to win though. They're getting damage, a wreck. Field here. There's Keek Scott now. Keek Scott jumped up. There's Keek. Keek still back there? No, he's not. Oh. Oh, that was the end of qualifying. Well, there it is. There's your starting lineup for the last chance to make the chase. The Hillside 445 at Hillside. Jeff Toledo is going to get the pole. Looking to be the chase spoiler. Quentin Moore qualifies second. He's locked in the chase. That's a good run. Junior Ramos also locked in the chase. He's third. John Gilbert qualifies fourth. That is exactly what he needs right now. He's just going to hold that position perhaps the entire race. And he will. If there's not a first-time winner, he will make it in to the chase. Caleb Campbell qualifies fifth. Good run for him. Locked in the chase. Michael Anderson run part-time for Anderson Racing. Arguably has done the best out of all the drivers, even with his limited starts, but right behind him was also a good contender for that title, Johnny Gardner, who is highest out of all the Anderson Racing cars. Skylar Perry qualifies 8th, also going to be a chase spoiler. I keep wanting to say playoff spoiler, but perhaps Skylar Perry. Skylar can do it, maybe. Roger Ray qualifies 9th. Also locked in the chase right behind. And rounding up the top 10, Joey Hightower, one of your race waiting drivers, he qualifies 10th. And that's that. There's Keith Scott in 28th. I was wondering where he was. But yeah, that's the starting lineup for the Hillside 445. Last chance to make the chase. Who's going to make it in? Who's going to have a heartbreak? And also, I was saying that Penson didn't have to go to the rear of the field because he blew up, but he ended up being at the rear of the field anyway, so Joshua Sims back there. That is not what Sim wants, but I think he's good on points. I think Joshua Sim is good on points. I think. I know Johnny Garner is good on points, and I think Joshua Sims is good on points. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Ben Crouch back there, that's not what he wants. I'm pretty sure he just fell out of the chase bubble right there. It's definitely not good for him. I don't think Ben Crouch is going to be able to make the chase, unfortunately. But, yeah. There it is. See you tomorrow for the running of the 26th race of the Energizer NROL Cup Series season. The Hillside 445 at Hillside, the last chance to make the chase. Dreams are going to be made and hearts are going to be broken. See you tomorrow.